Hello, everybody. Hello, good morning. It's a beautiful day. How the sun is out. It's a beautiful day. Really beautiful day. I'm on a little mini vacation, and so I want to talk about mental health. Why am I going here? Why am I dealing with mental health this morning? It's because sometimes we forget about ourselves. So, mental health. And sitting here, I remember there was a time, I am going to tell you something that happened to me in real life. So, remember, I am a storyteller, and whenever I'm telling you something, I'm telling you something that happened in real life. So, I'm telling you a story. I don't remember how old I was. I was maybe in my early 20s, somewhere. Um, I don't know. I wasn't 30, maybe 27, 28, somewhere there. I don't remember how old I was, but still, I was an adult that knows right from wrong. And so there was something going on in my head that, hey, I was at a party. It was an afternoon. It was a work party. It was someone who was leaving, going on to a bigger and a brighter, thing. He was gonna go do something else. But I am so used to, and sometimes when you're used to something and when change is coming about, sometimes your mental health, if it's not there, you can actually go down a rabbit hole. All right, what are you talking about, storyteller? I'm talking about if you are not careful in some of the stuff that you do, whether you're a teenager or you are a young adult, it can lead you down the wrong path. But if you know yourself and know what you want in life and know that, hey, this is not me, this is not something that I really want to do, you can pull yourself out. But how many of us can really pull yourself out of the ditch? How many? Not many people who gone down the rabbit hole can take themselves out of it. And so if you find yourself going down a rabbit hole and you don't know how to get out, seek help, because you might not be lucky as I am. So here I was at the send-off party. And I was missing this person leaving, even though that person was going to go do bigger and better things. But I felt in my head that I'm stuck. Now, I won't be able to see this person again. And I just felt lost. I just felt really lost. So, I got me some red stripe beer. This was in Jamaica. I got me some Heineken. And this is not to tell anybody that I'm not telling you that you should go drinking. I got me some overproof white rum, some sort of a whiskey. I don't remember what it was. A matter of fact, it could have been some Bailey's rum cream, but I was just drinking anything that was alcoholic. I was drowning it down. And I got home and I continued, and I was just drowning, and I was just crying and just drowning it down. And something happened where I felt like God just hold me, turn me upside down, and just shake out all of the liquor out of me. I threw up everything. And after throwing up, I was more sober than I can ever remember being sober in my life. And I said, So I wanted to go sleep under the influence of alcohol. And God says, no, not you, not my child, not you. So he flipped me over and I threw up, and I was more sober. I never did it again because I didn't have any reason to, because I realized that what I wanted for me, that's not what he wanted for me. But how many of us is that lucky or that blessed to say, after drinking so much to fall asleep, God did that? Because many of us, our mental health is not there. Mentally, I feel like I just wanted to go sleep and not worry about it. And when I think about it, when I thought about it, I never forgotten, and this happened. My daughter will be 30, and I didn't even have her yet. So this happened more than 30 years ago. But it never leave my memory of the night I tried to drink and wait. I tried to waste myself. You said, well, man, I was so wasted. That night, I can't say I was wasted, because the minute I finished drinking, I start throwing up. And after I threw up, I didn't even have a hangover, not even as much as a hangover. That's why I said, God love you, but I am his favorite. God love you, but I am his favorite, because I didn't even feel a hangover, no nothing. And I went to bed that night. I fell asleep and I slept like a baby. I got up the next morning on time without having an alarm clock, because if you're Jamaicans, you probably don't have an alarm clock. And I wake up on time, went to work and worked like there was like nothing happened. So I'm here on a like a mini vacation, and I'm remembering how sometimes we do so much injustice to ourselves, whether we're helping other people, whether we're putting ourselves down, whether we think that we're not good enough. And it is never so. We're always good enough. We're always good enough. So, my eyes is closing sometime, and sometimes it's wide open, right? But don't mind it. This is something else that is going on. It's a struggle. You hear somebody say the struggle is real. This is something that I struggle with, and it's real. But I'm here to tell you, no matter how you feel, take time for yourself. Don't put yourself in a spot where you feel like you need somebody to validate you. You need somebody to walk under their shadow. Or you, as a child, ever walk behind people and try to walk on people's shadow? If you've never done that, you're not Jamaican. You are trying to step on your own shadow. You step back, and you step sideways, you step this way, and you step that way, because you're trying to walk on your own shadow, or walk on other people's shadow. Because we used to do that as children. I run and step up on somebody's shadow. Step on, and they're trying to step on your shadow, or you just find yourself where you're just stuck in somebody else's shadow. What happened to you? What happened to you? What happened to you? You're loved just like I'm loved. And guess what? I started to loving me. And sometimes when I look in the mirror and I say, to kiss myself, I'm so pretty. So, mental health. Take care of your mental health. And if you need help, please, people, go get it. Get help. One of the hardest things for people to do is say, I need help. It's so very hard to do. But I love me so much that one day I stood in the bathroom and I look in the mirror and I said, Jannette, are you okay, girl? Are you okay? I'm talking to myself. I asked myself if I was okay. And I answer myself, and they said, well, if you talk to yourself and answer back, then you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. But I answered myself, and when I answered, I said, I don't know. So you know what I did a few years ago? I signed myself up in counseling. I called and they said, Do you feel like hurting yourself? I said, no. Do you have suicidal thought? I said, no. But, and so why are you calling? I said, I've been through this because I was going through the struggle with my high, where I am struggling with what you call thyroid eye disease. So I was wondering if I was okay, because it was so intense to where I don't know if I was okay, and I wanted to know if I was okay. And it turns out I was fine. But how many of us that going down the street to go grab a bottle because they think that when they drown the problem out, that's all they do is you damage your liver, your organs in your body, and you have a worse problem than before. So if you feel like you're not okay, if you feel like something is going on, if you feel like you want to hurt yourself, say something, give a clue, write a note, push it under somebody's door. My name is so-and-so, this is my number. I feel like I feel like, say something. Ask for help, because sometimes it's just one step, just one knock on a door. I don't like the way I'm feeling. I feel like, you're going to harm yourself. Say something. That even when I start drinking, I just wanted to go sleep. I wanted to wake up back the next day. I did not want to terminate myself. I want to wake up back the next day. But the way I was feeling, I just feel like if I just fall asleep, that feelings, that sadness will go away. But God says no. So when the devil say yes, Jesus say no. When the devil say yes, Jesus say no. Ask for help if you're out there. If you're out there and you're struggling with anything that you think that you want to hurt yourself, ask for help. I met a lady the other day that tried to throw herself in front of a train. And God said no, and just push her. And when God pushed her, she fell, but she broke her jawbone, and they have to wire the mouth shut. She's still alive, but she's hell-bent in terminating herself. If you need help, if you feel like you're in a depressive state, ask for help. Talk to somebody. It's no shame in asking for help. Even if you go to the doctor, ask for help. This probably should have been a different, another story part of it, and I may have to cut this and tell it to you another time. After the time when I went to the doctor, and I was so stressful at work, and I was so frustrated at work, and I said something to the doctor, and the doctor immediately take me off work for 4 months. Go to the doctor, say something. And I did. I wasn't going to hurt myself, but I was to the point where I mentioned something that I heard in the news to the doctor. I said, that's the reason why so and so at work. And the doctor said, that's how you feel. And I said, not sure. But that's another story. So good. Come back next time, and I'll tell you what the conversation I had with my doctor when he put me out for 4 months off work. Say something. Always say something. You will get help. Say something.